What is up, everybody? Back to another episode of Tall and Taller, guys. Sorry we couldn't do a show yesterday. Hold up a second. This about to start off fun. Are you vaping a fucking robot dick?
What?
The fuck was that?
What are you talking about?
Did you just hit a vape?
No.
No, that's not what was in your hand. Hold up here.
I coughed. What are you talking about?
I see, motherfucker. Let me find out you're vaping. I'll never fucking let you fucking hear the end of that shit. Anyways, guys, sorry we couldn't do a show yesterday. I'll explain that in a minute. To do a preview, but I got busy with work. I had to be up early. Somebody doesn't know how to. Okay, maybe it was your ring that I seen and thought it was like the end of a vape tube. I don't know. Anyways, now I'm getting fucking sidetracked. Anyways, guys, so Saturday, it was a pretty big college football Saturday to go into the weekend. I mean, there was six top 10, top 25 matchups this week. And I think all of them went just about how everyone thought they would. Good games, other than Penn State, Iowa. I mean, every other one was a good. Well, and Oregon, Colorado, which we'll get to that. Deion's a fuck.
That went with exactly the way I thought it was going to go.
Right. Oh yeah, 100% did. I did too. But we'll get on our game first, so we'll go recap that, and then we'll get into some of the other games. With the Michigan game, we'll start on the defensive side of the ball, I guess, because that's kind of where we've seen the first action of the day. Defense comes out, instantly gives up a big play for a touchdown. Pretty much as quick as pop. If it wasn't, what was it? 2 plays, 3 plays? Was it? Yeah, three plays, 75 yards. Yeah, 3 plays, 75 yards in a minute. End of the game. And at this point, my PTSD is kicking in hard. I'm like, oh, fuck, here we go again. I'm going to be, I think, until Michigan wins a national championship, I'm going to be scarred with that. But with that, I did notice that I stayed a little bit more calm than I think I would have. More probably because I was driving down the highway and I didn't want to crash and hit a tree or something.
Right.
But which guys, I do not say listen to football games while you're driving down the road. I've just been lucky that every game has been a good game, so I haven't had to. I might honestly, if like I was listening to the TCU game last year, no, I'm going down a fucking rabbit hole. Here we go. I can't even stay focused. If I was driving down the TCU game last year and I was driving, I probably would have crashed the car. Or I got pissed off and just ran somebody off the road that might not be like just because they didn't use a blinker.
Right.
All right, back on track. Defense starts out, but it seems like the defense after that big play, defense pretty much did what they've done all season. I think who was it? Someone on that first play jumped a route. They tried to jump the route, tried to get a pick. Yep. That was actually the same concept I was listening to that they said on the broadcast. That same concept that Michigan ran there on defense was the same one that they got the 2 picks off of last year on the same exact type of play where Mikey Barrett intercepted the 2 interceptions last year at Rutgers. It was like the same concept. Braden McGregor dropped back, made it tight right there. I don't remember who it was, but someone tried to jump the route, get a pick. Didn't get the ball. It just went on. I mean, all in all, but the defense ended up stepping up at the end of the day. That's really all that matters. What are you doing? You gonna add anything? You're just gonna sit there?
Well, I thought you were like you froze up for a second. I thought you were just pausing. So yeah, for whatever reason, and the announcer said this too. Rutgers has been a scrappy team. During the first Shiano tour, not so much when he was gone, but during the second tour too, and for whatever reason, they have really been scrappy, hard time. Are you?
Yeah.
So okay,
I'm
the camera's not froze up. I want to make sure the audio is still coming through. So
those cameras froze up.
Yeah, on my end, your screen and my screen are both just locked up. So
Oh no, and it's fine on my end. I'll
as
look on
long as the
Facebook
audio's
again.
going through, no worries. So, anyways, um, it seems like it's always a dogfight, and in the first half and then the second half, things kind of our depth and our talent take over, and they get wore down, and that's exactly what happened. And other than that first series, right, they really didn't do anything. But I think you got to give the credit to Shiano as he comes up with these little adjustments to that are subtle enough to lull, excuse me, to lull us thinking that they're in a familiar scheme or or whatever formation, and they're able to capitalize and take advantage of us on that. But on the flip side, right, Minter adjusted really quick, and the players adjusted really quick. Harbaugh, maybe wherever it come from, and it was game on after that. But you know, it's when they score in 3 plays, and yeah, I've been trying to talk you off the ledge for the last 10
You had to
days,
talk
right?
me off the ledge for a long fucking time.
And I thought, motherfucker, here we go. God damn it. Maybe he was right. We're gonna because on game day, McAfee picked Rutgers, right? And he's usually pretty dead
Bro,
nuts
he's
on
a
his
fucking
picks.
just because of AJ Hawkins, he's an Ohio State fucking homer now.
And he is, but whatever. So, anyways, I let it get into my head a little bit, and then it all smoothed out, and other than that, we controlled the game. So, it
No,
is
and
what it
as I
is.
said, we gave up that 75-yard play, and I think we gave up like 182 yards the rest of the game. Which I think like by like the middle of the third, a lot of
Right.
that came in the fourth quarter too. I think by like the middle of the third quarter, we only given up like 44 yards since that touchdown pass. Some crazy number like, all right, we're here to play, and we had the pick six, which holy hell, what an interception by Mikey Sanders still to read that screen
Yeah.
and to somehow come out of there with it. I don't know. I think we both texted and we both thought the play was dead, and just all of a sudden he's fucking running down the fucking field, and I'm like, what? I didn't even get excited because I was like, I don't know what's going on, so I don't want to get excited and have it get called back. So I'm like, just watching this all happen, and I'm like,
Yeah. And for me personally, as soon as I figured out what was going on, right, and seen him going down the sideline, I'm like, oh, they're gonna whistle that dead.
well, yeah, it didn't. From
Um,
just the bird's eye view of the camera, you didn't see anything.
right.
You couldn't see anything, and I mean that's. But still, what a hell of a play! And I mean, it seems like our offensive line's also getting a lot more. Not our offensive line, our defensive line is also starting to get a lot more pressure on quarterbacks. I didn't notice that. Like even though that they were getting the ball out quick, we were still being able to get back there enough to pressure them and to get the ball out quick and not giving them the time. I was gonna say something else. I don't remember. No, it was nice to see Will Johnson back.
Rod Moore.
Rod Moore. Yep. Even though
Rod
Rod Moore
Moore's
didn't play.
first game action of the year, right? Will Johnson's been in and out a little bit.
It's been like two. He's only played like 1 or 2 series. Will Johnson has, I think. If I.
Yeah, and I mean neither one of them really did anything, but Will Johnson had a couple tackles. One thing that bothers me, and I'm not concerned in the big picture yet, but we didn't get any sacks again yesterday.
But teams
That's
are getting
fine.
the ball out fast.
What's that?
Teams are getting the ball out fast. That's all they did was throw fucking screens and slot and slants all day yesterday.
Right.
That touchdown was a slant.
It was. Yeah.
We tried to jump the route and it bit us in our ass. I mean it. That's with the amount of points that we're giving up. We're giving up the least amount of points in the Big Ten so far this season. I think we're giving up 23 total points or some shit like that.
Yeah, we haven't even in the game, right?
No, it's been 3, 6, 7, 7.
Yeah.
We're giving up 2 touchdowns, and all the rest we give up 3 field goals. That's it.
So so fine. That's nitpicking, but with all the coaching stuff, that's now behind us, and some guys being out. Um, it's fine. I would just like to see the D line um, get some more pressures, and looking at ESPN doesn't show the pressures to me. I probably have to go to PFF, but
Well,
again,
I mean, when
I just like to see us be a little more aggressive. And yeah, they were throwing screens and slants to kind of nullify the pressure, but and Shiano is trying to build um, his team in the Nick Saban, Jim Harbaugh model in Georgia. A lot of the big successful teams. Hey, let's dominate up front, and he's never going to have the talent that we have, but
yeah, not in the Big Ten.
no, but and maybe that's part of it. That's where their focus is in their front lines and trying to stop us, but um, I was a little bit underwhelmed with the defensive effort overall yesterday, even though we only gave up 7 points. But again, there's a lot going on, right? Missing some key guys. Will Johnson was a preseason All America,
We
I
didn't have
believe.
we didn't have he was. We didn't have Mason Graham yesterday. And we still had Kenneth Grant up front.
Yep. There you go. Another. I forgot about that already. Yep. Another good point.
I mean that dude's a freak athlete just by himself. Um, only a sophomore at that.
Right.
I mean, I don't. Let me look.
Sounds
here.
like he's going to be out for next week as well.
Oh well. Who we got? Oh, that could be a tough game next week. I mean, it's kind of one of those games though on the defensive side that we didn't see any of the sacks and all that, but we seen it was spread out through all the starters pretty much. When I say starters, I mean people who play like regularly. They don't actually have to start, but I mean the turnover was
nice
big.
to see. You mentioned Sanders still. It's nice to see the defense score some points.
And I'll tell you what, that dude was in the backfield 99% of the plays every fucking play. And I'll go off that real quick, at least off the pressure part again, because I just thought of something. Harbaugh's holding this shit back. I fucking know it. I'm done, dude. Harbaugh's holding shit back. You know he is. We don't need to put pressure on our team like that.
I thought that for 10 years. We ain't holding nothing back. I mean, a couple plays for Ohio State, sure, but we're not holding pressure back.
Ain't.
We're not.
Yeah, we are not pressuring like we used to, like we did last year or the year before that. We don't even like sending. We've been sending 4 guys. We have not been sending barely any linebackers.
I don't buy it, and I thought that for many years, going through even back to Lloyd Carr, right? First few games, yeah, we're holding stuff back. No, they don't hold anything back. Do they hold some plays back for the big rivalries, and not put everything on tape offensively? Sure, but defensively, I don't buy it at all.
Ooh, I typed that wrong. I do. I think they're just not sending all the pressures that they have.
And you could be right. I doubt it, but you could be.
Hang on. Let me get back to our screen here. Sorry, I've been trying to fix shit that I fucked up. Defensive MVP. I'm gonna pick one. I mean, again, I said it's pretty even across the board. I mean, Junior Colson led the team in tackles with 6, 2 solos. I mean, the pick 6 is a big part, and I got to go with Mikey. I think I took Mikey last week too. I mean, is that 2 interceptions for Sanders still this year, right?
I believe so. Yep.
He picked one off in the UNLV game, or was it the second game of the season? He picked one off. So I mean, I got to go with that's who I got to pick is old Mikey.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of a no-brainer for me because one forced turnover, right, and then puts points on the board for defense, and
I've
not
never
that we
had a defense that could score touchdowns. Fuck you, Cade. Yeah, guess what? Your offense nor your defense scored fucking touchdowns last night. Anyways.
Right. So, anyway, so not that we had a bad game or a subpar game, but there's the only one that stood out, right? Junior Colson, 2 tackles, 6 tackles, 2 solos. Derek Moore, 5 and 1. Chris Jenkins, 3 and 2. Moore and Jenkins both had a couple TFLs.
Johnson had a TFL.
Yeah. So Mikey's the obvious choice and the only choice to me. How about offense? What you got?
Well, let's talk about the offense first. Going on the offensive side of the let's talk about the offense first. Offensive side of the ball, I mean, it didn't start out good in my opinion. Only good scene that was started out good was Blake Corum. Blake Corum looks to be back to his healthy self, maybe not scared anymore. Like you said last week not in the trenches, on Inside Michigan Football, he stated that he feels like he was holding things back. Kind of seemed in that first drive where I don't think he's holding really much back anymore. Maybe a little bit when you've seen him jump over a defender, stuff like that.
Yep.
I mean, the dude's looks like he's finally getting it back to where he was. Which after a knee injury, really any injury, but especially knee injury, it's hard to trust your body again. You're scared you're going to do it again, especially a kid like that. With that kind of talent, you just get nervous. JJ had another pretty decent day on the throwing the football. My main thing with him, I'm wondering if there's something wrong. Like remember when he hurt his ankle like 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
I'm wondering if there's something there that we're not hearing about. If he's actually has an ankle problem, because his throws are just barely off from what they were. Like throws where he was hitting against ECU, UNLV. He didn't hit last week. He didn't hit this week. So it just got me thinking that maybe there's something there through that ankle that is making him not be able to throw off his back foot as much. You be able to get the same power.
I'm with you that I think something's wrong. I don't think it's his ankle or anything to do with his legs because he looks good running. He does. He was our second leading rusher yesterday, right? 7 carries, 51 yards, 7.3 per. Had the longest rush of 22 yards too, but I think he got too cocky last week. Then I think this week, he had a couple his first 2 throws were off quite a bit, right? And Sherrone Moore did a masterful job, got a screen, couple little dinks, boom, and got him into a rhythm. Yeah, but he was still off. The timing was off, and I don't know if that's a confidence thing or maybe something else is wrong somewhere else. And it could be a knee or a hip or whatever where he can't plant. But he looked normal running to me.
Yeah, I guess I didn't think of it that way. Yeah, you're right. He did. He did go 7 for 51. I don't know what it could be then. I just, like you said, I'll be interested to see what. Have you watched Inside Michigan Football today?
I have not.
Okay, then good, because I haven't either. That's why I was wondering if you knew anything that I didn't know yet, that I didn't talk about. That's usually what I do after this, before football starts on Sundays. But I was gonna say something. I don't know. We'll see what happens with him. I mean, I'm not worried. It's still JJ. I mean, the dude was still 15 for 21 for 214 and averaged 10 yards a pass. You can't in a touchdown. You can't really complain about that. Receiving wise, I mean, it was he spread the ball around fairly even this week. Colson Loveland finally kind of had a breakout game. Didn't score a touchdown, 5 receptions for 75 yards. Donovan Edwards kind of had an explosion on the backfield, at least on the receiving side of the ball there, at least at the start of the game. I really want to know what's wrong with him because I don't. It's
Yes.
weird. It's weird to me because the dude caught those 2 balls out of the backfield and looked normal, but running the football hasn't
I
looked
thought he
normal at
looked
all.
his old self. As he did. Last week I thought we seen a little bit more of the normal Donovan, and this week I thought a little bit more. But they're not. He's not getting as involved, and maybe yesterday was. I think I only saw a couple plays. Not that I counted every play, but where they had less than 8 guys in the box, and Donovan was out in the slot, and so maybe yesterday was by design. I can't believe if it was a health thing they would be running him out here like they have been, but
I
who
mean, if you
knows?
look at his numbers, though, I mean, he only rushed the ball 6 times yesterday. He caught 2 passes.
Uh,
Well, fuck, Samaj Morgan. I mean, had the same amount of reception. I mean, it doesn't matter. But shout out to Samaj Morgan for that fucking beautiful touchdown.
yep.
Um, that was one of JJ's best balls I've seen him throw in a minute. Um, in the past 2 games, at least, he put that ball right where he was the only one going to be able to turn around and catch it. Um, and Samaj just made a great play for his first career touchdown. But I mean, going back on Donovan, I don't know. There's got to be something wrong there. Something that we don't know that the team knows about. Um, but I mean, we'll see. I mean, I feel like I don't know when he didn't really have a breakout game last year until Penn State, did he?
Not really.
I mean, Penn State was about this. I think it was like the middle of October was Penn State last year. I mean, I don't know. Like he could just be slow starter. Who knows? But like I said, all in all, the offense did what they were supposed to do. No turnovers. Move the ball down
Yeah,
the field.
and
Run
something
punts.
that he proved that he was last year, and maybe this is who he is that um, he's just a big play guy, right? I'll show up when you need the most, and when we don't need me, he just he's got that ability to elevate his play when we need him the most. He did it at Penn State. He did it at Ohio State. Um, and maybe that's just the type of guy he is. We'll see.
I mean,
But
he's not a power back. He's definitely an
right.
explosive
But
back.
the way he
So
finished the season, though, I really, and I
I think,
think you do too. That's kind of why we're talking about this. A lot of people had higher expectations for what he would do this year.
yeah, I agree. Um, but like I said, all in all, offense was all around a decent performance. We only had to punt the ball once. Um, Offensive MVP. I mean, I don't want to give it to him again, but there's really 2 people, in my opinion. Like I want to give it to, and it's Blake or Samaj, and I'm gonna go with Blake again, just like last week. But Samaj Morgan had a game. You could even go with JJ. Honestly, I mean, there's 3 people that you could argue against, but I mean, Blake, 21 carries, 97 yards, 4.6 yards a carry, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, JJ his QBR was 96.8, which is respectable, right? Blake, 4.5 yards a carry, 21, but 97 yards. We come to expect that from Blake. That to me, that's almost 2 touchdowns. That's almost a subpar game, and I really kind of have a problem giving a guy who's got 2 receptions and for 26 yards player of the game, but that's what I'm going to do because it was a great play, right? He kind of made that happen, and first career touchdown, and there's some people that have really high expectations for him.
I mean, the kid's
So
a freshman who's beating out people that have been here since last year.
right, so Samaj Morgan's my offensive player of the game.
He was number 2 to me behind Blake, but I don't know. Like you said, Blake, it's kind of the same thing, but we
Right,
ain't really
and
had
not to
anything this year
negate
where
what
it's been
Blake's
mixed.
does
But
because it's
no,
there was a time where we couldn't count on a 100-yard game from anybody, and now we got two backs that can do it on the regular and kind of taking it for granted.
You wanna know who
You know,
started that? You wanna know who started it at Michigan to be having a reliable running back at 100 yards a game?
Mike Hart.
Cryin motherfucking what about the fucking let's see, almost 10 years in between Mike Hart graduating and Cryin Higgin? Who do we have? Oh, nobody. Derek Green, trash can. 5-star recruit was trash. Sam McGuffey, whatever the fuck he went and fucking did.
Cryin Higdon had 200-yard games in his career. What are you talking about? Two.
He had seven.
That's it.
He had
One,
7 in a row.
two.
He had 7 in a row.
No.
How much you want to bet? I will fucking bet anything on this.
So,
I will do a pot. I will if I'm wrong and he does not have more than 5 rushing touchdowns in a no, fuck it. I'm gonna prove you fucking wrong. I know I'm right on this.
Cryin Higdon is currently begging for quarters in Central Park in New York City. So
okay,
stop.
so if Mike Hart didn't have Michigan ties the way he does, Mike Hart would be doing the same shit. Mike Hart had a shitty ass NFL career.
Oh yeah, Cryin Higdon doesn't have the same ties that Mike fucking Hart does. That's a moronic thing to say.
Are you shitting me? Dad, you know Mike Hart is way in deeper of the fucking.
They both played there for 4 years, you big dummy. How is anyone?
Shit.
That
you know for a fucking
dumbest thing you've ever said, and that's saying
that you know for a fucking fact that don't mean shit at Michigan. You know that for a fact. Say some stupid shit. Cryin Higdon's still in the league. What do you mean?
What do you mean still?
Never mind. Here we go. This is what I was looking for. Never mind. No, it's not. Why can I not just look? Thank you. That's what I wanted right there, and I clicked on the wrong fucking one. I just want his stats. That's all I care about. No, not his professional stats.
Oh no, let's look at his professional stats.
No, this is for his what's it called? That's for his god damn it.
So I clicked on his professional stats. You want to know what it says? No available information. That means nothing. Dude ain't even got a snap. But he's the best running back. He's better than Walter Payton and fucking Jim Brown and Barry Sanders.
Whoever said I never said that.
To you.
I never said that.
Dude can't even get a carry. What a bum.
All right, you know what? Watch this. 2018, his last season in Michigan. Can you show me game by game? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Eat my fucking dust. I will prove it. Give me a second. I'm proving that he ran for seven straight games over 100 yards at Michigan.
Put it up.
That's what I'm doing. What do you? Why did you just share your own screen?
No, that's not what I shared.
Anyways, so Western Michigan 156, Nebraska 136, Northwestern 115, Maryland 103, Wisconsin 105, Michigan State 144, Penn State 132, and then he doesn't get it against Rutgers. He had 8 this season. He had 7 straight, but 8 total games of rushing for 100 yards. Silence. Do I need to pull something up for you? Do I need to give you permission?
You need to I need to not ask for permission every time I want to put something on the screen is what I don't
know how to fix that.
Oh, Mr. Tech man. Don't know how to do
if all I have to do is hit a fucking button. If you fucking put it back up there, I'll be able to. What do you need?
Hang on, let me go back because you keep denying it.
I've not denied anything. It's because this is pulled up.
Well, get it off.
So, anyways, you're sitting here not saying a word about what I just proved to you. So
because I am.
You're wrong. You're wrong. That's what
I was joking about the 2-game thing. I mean, for crying out loud.
There's your screen. Figure it the fuck out.
Well, that's weird. Whatever.
So
Just
are
go
you
back
actually
to
doing it? No, Dad, you have to select. So when you hit share screen, you have to
Right.
go to, and then you have to pick what tab.
You have to select what screen, right?
Like what
Okay.
tab you want to share.
So it says choose what to share with Studio Restream IO. Okay. Cryin Higdon. Now, do I want the Chrome tab or the window or the entire screen, right?
I need to give you a technology lesson. Oh.
No.
Look who figured it out.
No information available.
Okay, cool.
No information available.
I never want. Okay, Mike Hart had a shitty career.
5-6. Mike Hart got hurt. Couldn't play. Mike Hart was off to a decent NFL start.
Okay, get this shit off my screen.
Cryin Higdon been in the league 6 years. Ain't took a snap.
Whatever. That's fine. He's the one that changed Michigan around. Anyways, we're supposed to be hating on each other.
Turned around Michigan football.
He turned around the running back game.
He did not. Who come? Are you fucking kidding me right now? Who come to Michigan because of Cryin Higdon? Blake Corum?
Mike Hart. Mike Hart came to Michigan because of Cryin Higdon. He said, "I want to be like him. I want to coach these players to make
10 years before."
I get that. I'm talking about as a coach.
Oh yeah, let me come coach some dude that fucking can get 700-yard games in his fucking career. When Mike Hart did it every single game. Mike Hart could outrush Cryin Higdon in his prime running fucking backwards.
No.
Yes.
I'm not saying that. I am not saying. Let me get this straight. I'm not saying Cryin Higdon is a better running back than Mike Hart.
Oh, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Oh, Jesus Christ. No. I've said that Cryin Higdon is a top 5 running back in Michigan history.
Mike Hart is barely a top 5 running back in Michigan history. Cryin Higdon isn't a top 100 fucking running back in Michigan history.
I know he's a top 10. It's okay. I just want to see your reaction. That's why I said top 5. I'll argue that he's top 10, though. Hey, guys. Yeah, I think we're going to talk about this next. I can't wait. This is going to be fun. Talk about some football teams that we didn't watch. Okay. Let's restart this. So, we all know Michigan and Ohio State. Michigan's ruled the rivalry in the 2020 so far. Well, I think we broke Ryan Day. I really do. I'm going to play some videos here. I'll play what started the whole thing. Oh, shit, which one is it? Yep, cool. I picked the right one. So this was originally, I believe it was on Friday was when this happened. Lou Holtz was on the Pat McAfee show and said this.
Notre Dame is a better football team than Ohio State.
Love hearing that. Please, Coach.
And let me tell you why. We have the best offensive line in the country. Sam Hartman won't even get his dirty all year. He has time to throw the football. The offensive line, we have great running back. Esteem is averaging about 10 yards a carry. We have great receivers. So offensively, we're set. Defensively, our defensive line's better. And you look at Coach Day, and I coached at Ohio State under Woody Hayes. We won the national championship when I was there.
That's right.
So I'm proud of that. However, he has lost to Alabama, Georgia, Clemson, Michigan twice, and everybody that beats him does so because they're more physical than Ohio State. And I think Notre Dame will take that same approach. I know that our schedule, it hasn't been the best. We're 103rd in strength of schedule. However, that doesn't bother me because every day we get to practice against good. We get to practice covering our good receivers. Won't be much different than.
Anyways, that's pretty much what's going to go off this video that I'm about to show you now of last night of Ryan Day. Turning into Cryin Day is pretty much the main reason here.
So hang on before you go with that, right? Is and I'll have more to say after this, but the only way that this video that you're about to play could be any better is that if he cried, and he was, I feel like he was really close. Like he was fighting back tears. So go ahead.
Okay. I'll actually have two more. I have this one, and then I have a later interview with Ryan Day. So here is Ryan Day directly after the game yesterday. God, it's fucking awesome to see.
You gonna play it or what? We got nothing.
Oh shit!
I cannot believe this is a.
Yeah, my bad. I forgot to hit the permission button. Let me take this off too. Anyways, guys, let me try that again. Sorry, I was just sitting here relaxing. I could barely hear you. That's why, because it was coming through my speakers on my headset,
Right,
so I could barely hear. And I heard nothing, and I was like, "What?" All right, let's try this again.
Yes. Watch this.
Coach, you knew this one wasn't going to be easy, but it came down to the wire. And what can you say about the performance from your quarterback, Kyle McCord, to finish that drive?
Toughness. That's it. Physicality, across the board, finish it off, having guts. You know, like I like to know where Lou Holtz is right now. What he said about our team. I cannot believe.
86-year-old
this is a tough team right
Yeah, exactly. Like, bro, you're calling out someone's grandfather. Anyways.
Right
here. We're proud to be from Ohio. It's always been Ohio against the world. And it'll
It's
continue
always been Ohio against the
I'll tell you
world.
what, I love those kids, and we got a tough team.
What did they prove to you tonight in this victory that you'll take away and run with?
Toughness. Everybody's questioning these kids all the time. We had one bad half the last couple years. That's it.
One bad half, but I don't know what happened in. By the way, he's referring to 2021 in Ann Arbor. What the fuck happened last year, Ryan Day?
Right.
What happened to the 500 plus yards you put up on your fucking team? Was that a bad game or just?
And
Anyway.
you know, I've listened to this a fair amount of times, right? And it's like the more I listen to it, the more like it sounds like he's trying to convince himself that they have a tough team, and this is just. And you know, maybe they beat us this year, and you know that's fine. But
Last night solidified they ain't beating us. I already fucking know it.
And I kind of feel that way too, but I don't want to get too cocky this early in the season. But if we beat them, this is where it's going to get pointed back to ensure the previous 2 years whipping. But this is the beginning of the end. This is John Cooper 2.0 right here.
I've been telling fucking Aaron that for fucking 3 years.
We are in his head so bad that in the stress of him having to, he knows this is a make or break season for him, right?
Oh, bro, they don't beat us. One, he's gonna probably he'll be left in Ann Arbor.
Yeah. So it's funny too. Speaking of Aaron, right? Is two things. Is shortly after this goes, he's on Twitter saying, "Come on, coach, don't basically shut the fuck up."
Oh no, Aaron called him the other day on Twitter. Like he's put on Twitter earlier, said Ryan Day's so fucking soft.
Right. And so then right before that, right when it looked like they were going to lose this game, he said, "Don't even let Day on the bus." And then 27 minutes later, Ryan Day, I'm sorry, man. I love you, dog. Something like this. So in the span of less than 30 minutes, Aaron went from "don't even let the motherfucker on the bus" till "he's my hero again." So that, and I get it, right? We've all been there, but
we were there with Harbaugh.
Rival, it's just joyous to see them squirm and go through all those highs and lows.
Bro, they did it for 2 years. Can you imagine what they're gonna go through if they do it like we had to go through the past 20 fucking
Right.
seasons?
Yeah, if we win,
Jesus
if
Christ!
we win 13 of the next 15,
Oh
the,
Jesus, dude!
the population of Ohio will be cut in half.
All right, let me play the rest of this video because it's funny all the way through, and then I have his interview after the game, like actually in the locker room, and it's even better.
Everybody wants to question these guys. These guys are warriors right here. To come back and win, this kid right here to come back in the second half and win, I'm emotional about this for a reason. A lot of people question these kids and say a lot of things about them. I love them. And when someone attacks your family, to come in and win like this is special.
Who is it? Who ever said anything about attacking his kids, his players, anything like that? Did Lou Holtz ever say? No, Lou Holtz called out their toughness and said that other teams were tougher than them, which is fucking true.
Which is true. And, Harbaugh alluded to it last year or 2 years ago, or maybe both, right? That the toughness one. And some of our players have said that. But, every single coach out there says, we don't pay attention to that. We don't care about that. And you know that they do, right? They all, that's a lot of them use that for his motivation. But Mr. Just for Men, it seems to have rattled him to his core. And how do you make $9-10 million a year and get a fucking box dye job on your beard and on your hair? I mean, his wife must do it while she's rubbing his feet or something. He is fucking Charmin soft, and he's done a decent job other than the whole rivalry thing. They're done a good job. Got him CFP. Got him a missed field goal away from the national championship game, but good Lord, I would be embarrassed if that was my coach.
Yeah.
And to their defense, I haven't been on Twitter hardcore today at all, but I haven't seen anybody applauding or defending him from Buckeye Nation.
No, not really. I mean, I've been on it a little bit before. Well, while waiting for your dinosaur to update. But here's this one. It's just more funny shit that made me laugh. And after this, we'll move on.
Yep. All right, folks, we're just going to open it up for questions over here to the right. Austin Ward, Letterman Row.
Ryan, was this a lunch pail performance?
Yeah, it was, and it was brewing for a couple days. Again, I said it earlier, I'll say it again. A lot of people took a lot of shots at this team over the last 48 hours, and it really hit home to me. And the way that our team played, not only did we physically get after these guys last year, but we did it again here at the end of the game. And I think it says a lot about this team. And I'm really upset and disrespected by what Lou Holtz said publicly about our team and Ohio State. And
Get over it.
And we're not going to stand for that.
Why is it? Why are you so upset over what a fucking 86-year-old dude said? Why?
Right. Who's had a stroke, right?
Goddamn sand in your vagina, dude. Get it the fuck out.
Right. And he is just fixated on it. And you know what? Maybe that's the only person that he's confident that he can whip his ass if he comes back after him. That would make some sense. He ain't gonna talk about Desmond or David Pollock or anybody else because they'll come roll his fucking soft ass.
Talk about Chuck like that. Talk about Chuck like that. I dare him.
Right. So it's kind of funny that Lou Holtz. I mean,
I fucking hope that Lou Holtz fucking busts back at his ass. I hope he does.
I hope he does too, because
I want an MGK Eminem fucking goddamn battle between these two.
So even if Ryan Day was right in this, right, he's in a no-win situation. How are you going to attack a coaching legend, really, right? A guy who coached under Woody Hayes, was part of a national championship team, and then was a really good coach at Notre Dame for a long time. And he did decent down South Carolina too. So, like I said, I just feel like that's a no-win situation for Ryan Day, and he is just he's lost his mind, man. The pressure's gotten to him, and I love it.
Oh yeah. The fact that that's the top headline on ESPN is just amazing to me.
Right, and that not only once but twice after you have a big victory, right? A good victory on the road against a good Notre Dame team, is that's where your mind is at. Instead of praising your team and what they did, is to just take those opportunities to take shots at, again, an 86-year-old.
All right, I got one more thing, not anything to do with this, but it's also something funny that for someone that I fucking hang on, let me find it real quick. Dude, I fucking love it. Haters, fucking dude. It's been a long time fucking coming. So, did you see Dan Lanning's pregame speech yesterday before Colorado, Oregon?
I did.
Buddy, let me tell you, that's some fire ass shit. I mean, we both thought, anyways, I think that Oregon would take off and easily win that game. But man, listen to this this video and tell me that it's not one of the most hyped up. I want to run through a brick wall. Okay. No, I seen you talk. I said, tell me this video doesn't make you just want to run through a brick wall, even though it went the way exactly how he did. But dude, this dude, Dan Lennon, couldn't fucking explain it any better. And it's great.
Rooted in substance, not flash. Rooted in substance. Today, we talk with our pads. You talk with your helmet, right? Every moment. The Cinderella story is over, man. Right? They're fighting for clicks. We're fighting for wins.
Dude, that's a fucking fire ass line.
Yeah.
Because that's exactly what's going on. But Jesus, that's fucking.
There's a difference, right? There's a difference, right? This game ain't going to be played in Hollywood. It's going to be played on the grass, right? It's going to be played on the grass. Let's go.
Rooted in. You can never. Dude, that's probably the best pregame speech that you could have seen out of a team that played that going into that. And dude, they were running the score up on purpose.
Right.
And I hope USC does the same fucking thing.
On fourth down, right? You know. So.
I hope USC does the same fucking thing next week to those motherfuckers.
So I think they will, because if you talk the way Deion has and promote yourself and promote the team the way you have, and you can't finish, this is what you get, right? And I think that Deion is going to be a successful football coach.
No doubt.
I think he's going to have a good program there at Colorado, and then when something bigger and better opens up, he'll go there, right? And that's fine too. And I still think that they'll be a bowl eligible team this year, but they have 8 games left, right? And 5 of them are against top 25 teams. So they need to win one of those to get to be bowl eligible. But when you have Lil Wayne out walking you out onto the field and rapping and doing your sunglasses things and just promoting, this is the consequence of if you don't follow up. And I'm here for it. I like Prime, but it got to be too much too fast, and not that all of it was his fault, but he sure did nothing to slow it down, right? He embraced it, and I get it, because it helps recruiting, it helps bring attention to your program, so it helps boosters, helps the kids with the NIL, but Deion needed some humble pie, and I'm glad that he got it, and I hope he gets it again. And the same thing for his son. Is it Shador that's the quarterback?
Yeah, Shadow's the defense, the DB, and then
so that people were talking about him being a Heisman contender. To me, was just laughable. Had he come out and had a really good game, and they still lost yesterday, but that dude was running for his life the whole game, and he padded his stats at the end when they kind of backed down. And no hate on him, but you just don't storm on the scene from going to a Division II fucking college and think you're gonna come in and win the Heisman. There's a lot of people that take it personal, and I think Oregon yesterday was the first one to see it, and I hope that USC and Caleb Williams do the same thing next week.
I think USC is going to do it. I think UCLA is going to do it. I don't know if they play Oregon State this year, but I think Oregon State will do it. And I also think that fucking Washington. I think they play Washington State. I think Washington State does it. They very well could lose to Arizona State and fucking Arizona, which are two of the worst fucking teams in the Pac-12. The only team I don't see them lose to is fucking Cal. But by the way, real quick, I know we're talking about the Pac-12. Washington's a fucking top 5 team, top 3 team, in my opinion. Washington could very well take our fucking spot this week, and I wouldn't be mad.
So what'd they do yesterday? I guess I missed it.
They blew the fuck out of fucking Cal again. It was 31-9 before halftime. I mean, Cal, we all know Cal's not a powerhouse, no, by no means, but
45
it's still
points at the half. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, I wouldn't be mad to see them fucking take the number 1 spot because Georgia, I'm pretty sure Georgia didn't play that good yesterday. At least I don't know for sure. They could have blew the fuck out when I turned it off.
Yeah, at 49-21.
Okay. It was
points in the first half.
It was 7-7 halfway through the second quarter. That's why I said that.
Gotcha.
I mean, at halftime it was only 28-14.
Right.
So that's why I'm like, I don't know. You got to start throwing Washington into that mix for that top 3, top 4 spots. All around the Pac-12 has been good this year. All around the Pac-12 has been good this year, and I'm excited what's to come with USC, Oregon, Washington, and UCLA coming to the Big Ten next year. God, our schedule is gonna be fucking brutal because you know for a fact that first year they're gonna stick everybody on us.
Right.
They're going to stick Oregon on us. They're going to stick USC, UCLA. I mean, they did originally when they released the Big Ten schedules for next year, before we added UCLA and Washington, or Oregon and Washington. We had USC and UCLA. So just for TV hype, we're going to have, dude, that could be a fucking brutal schedule. We get all 4 teams that just come to the Pac-12, to the Big Ten. Ohio State and Michigan State. We probably lose Penn State, whatever. But if they do throw Penn State, I doubt they would do that. But 7 of our 9 Big Ten games would probably be against ranked teams next season. If we had Penn State, Michigan State, Ohio State, UCLA, USC, Oregon, and Washington. You froze. You fucking old ass dinosaur. Bruh, get a new computer.
So my computer told me that was you, and I was here the whole time.
It was froze here. No, there's only one way to prove it. I'll be able to prove it pretty quick. I'll go on the Facebook live stream.
Gotcha. So I'm not saying it wasn't me, but I never froze up. You froze up, and it popped up in yellow on the restream saying that you were having a connection issue.
I got none. I didn't get anything. Oh well, it don't matter. Did you hear what I said?
I could hear nothing. No.
So you didn't hear what I said about having 7 of our 9 games being top-ranked teams could possibly be next year?
No.
So if they do put us in that format, because I do think you heard this when I said with those 4 teams coming in next year, they're going to fucking throw us to the fucking Wolves.
Yeah, I got all that.
So we get all them. But then if they do end up just saying fuck y'all and throw in Penn State, Ohio State, Michigan State to that schedule, also, that's 7 teams. 7 of our 9 Big Ten games would probably be against ranked opponents or rivals. I say ranked because I doubt Michigan State will be ranked. That's the only reason why I changed my standing there. By the way, they got their asses whooped yesterday by fucking Maryland, so that was awesome.
Right.
But I mean, like I said, the Big Ten looking very promising. I'm glad the Pac-12 might have a good season to end their final hoorah of the Pac-12. Because at the end of this, it's rest in peace to them.
But other than that, I think I got everything off my chest.
Yeah, so just one thing, I kind of shot it to you yesterday and you ignored it, so I'm gonna call you out right now. Just for clarity, right? You went 0 for 10 yesterday, correct?
No, the fuck I didn't.
Horse shit.
We couldn't do the pat. We could. Okay, you know what? I'll make a bet with you right now. I said we'll make it up. We'll make it up right now. Let's do fucking NFL games today. Let's make NFL game picks real quick.
Why would I do that when I went 8-2 and you went 0 and 10?
Because NFL is
because
just
you didn't get your picks in on time.
Oh, I could have. I just didn't post them. I had them. I just didn't post them because it was.
Now the story changes.
I didn't post our fucking picks. Both of them were done. I just didn't post them because it was already 11:30 by the time I realized that I hadn't fucking posted them. And I know if I would have posted them, you would have been like, "Oh, you posted them afterwards. You picked until you seen what the fucking first few."
Well, you goddamn right.
Yeah, exactly. So shut up. No.
So you take last week's standings.
We can either
8 wins to mine and 10 losses to yours.
No. We can either do NFL games.
Nope.
And do 10 NFL games today.
You forfeited by not turning in your picks in time.
No, because if I would have fucking turned, I didn't turn your picks in on time then.
Oh, you had them. I got proof.
I had proof too, but I didn't. Just because I didn't, that means I had mine fucking Thursday.
You went 0 for 10. I went 8-2 or 9-1.
No.
Yes. Then I play the rest of the season under protest. I want to officially state right now.
No. Not gonna happen. No. I'm not with the bet that's going on. Fuck no, I'm not fucking doing that. So I'm trying to make up. I said, we'll do a fucking goddamn NFL fucking week.
Nope.
To make up for it. Come on, stop.
This is a college football show about college football. You're not making up the rules as you go on. You forfeited this week.
Fine.
You forfeited this.
We'll do 20 fucking games next week instead of 10. We'll pick 20 games next week.
As long as you got your 10 losses this week, we can do them all next week. We can do 40 games. I'll
tell you right now, I went through and seen how many I would have been wrong on. I would have been wrong on 4 of them.
Right.
Off my picks.
And what was I? I think I was 8-2.
I'll take the 4 if you want me to.
No, you're going 0-10.
No, the fuck I'm not.
You forfeited the week.
That sucks.
Yeah, so maybe next time you'll get them in on time.
No. Not gonna fucking happen.
Yeah, whatever.
I'm not taking 0 for 10.
Yeah, you are.
I should have just fucking posted them at fucking 11:30 and then just heard, "Oh, you fucking cheated. You fucking waited for the first 30 minutes of each of the
games
fucking
that started at 11:30.
Down here they did.
Oh, you mean 12:30 then?
11:30.
Eastern Standard is the national recognized time.
Not by the military.
Over half the country is on EST.
Population-wise or state-wise?
Damn near close to both, but I was saying population-wise.
How about to say state-wise? Hell no.
It's close.
What do you mean? Texas and fucking California are in 2 different fucking time zones.
Correct.
Those are the 2 fucking most people in them.
Hello, New York says hello. So does Florida.
Part of Florida's in the central time zone, so argue that.
Just a little bit of the panhandle.
And technically no, it's actually like over majority of the panhandle is.
Yeah, because the panhandle is about the size of my fucking pond. So what?
The panhandle also has some big ass cities in it.
Okay.
Tallahassee.
Are we
Pensacola?
Are we done?
Do you want to make NFL picks or do you want to do 20 picks next week?
No, I want to take my 8-2 and you can go with your 0-10.
No, that's not how that works.
Okay.
I'll tell you what. No. Hang on. I'll tell you what. I'll flip a fucking goddamn quarter for it.
If I can find one. I have casino chip, but it's down at the bottom. I don't think I'm getting it out.
Just so you don't think I'm fucking lying, there's tails and a heads.
Okay. Now,
And
up like this.
I just dropped it. Hang on, I gotta find it. There it is. Up like what?
Eyes up like this. Put it in your hand. Shake it around.
I'm not shaking. I'm gonna flip it up in the air and catch it right here.
First you're gonna shake it around. Now you're gonna take it up, flip it up, and call it in the air.
No, you call it. You're the one that fucking wants to argue about it. I'm saying we'll do 20 next week to make up for it. So you call it.
I'm not participating in this.
Tails never fails, baby. Fuck!
There you go. 0-10.
Fuck! Fuck!
If it makes you feel any better, I was gonna call heads too. So.
Fuck! No, you weren't.
Yeah, I was.
No, you weren't. All right, guys, have a good fucking weekend.
Always fails.
Have a good weekend. Enjoy the NFL. I'm going to fuck to hang from a tree. I'm kidding. I really shouldn't have said that. Oh, I really shouldn't have said that. Anyways, guys, go Blue. Have a good weekend. We'll be back this week at some point. Hopefully Saturday. I think I can do Saturday this week. Talk about the Nebraska game this week. Probably our first biggest test of the season, in my opinion.
First
on the road.
Right?
On the road in a very not hostile because Nebraska fans are weirdly nice. But
it's
still a loud environment.
Yeah,
it's still going to be a good environment.
Be a good test, especially for JJ. I think.
Oh yeah, for sure. But alrighty, guys. Well, I'll see y'all next week and go Blue.